Hello, it's time for science, which means you've got Dr. Vit and Babby with us. And Dr. Not again. I'll get my Dr. Vit and Babby app. Dr. Vit and Babby app. Play.
Oh, delicious. It's nice as they're finally supplying some snacks in the office. Okay, when are we rolling?
We've been rolling for the last minute or so.
Oh no. Hello there, welcome. Now, the past few weeks we have been looking at forces, and you looked at push and pull contact forces. Then last week we looked at one type of friction involving two surfaces, and you tested how different surfaces generate more friction, which makes things harder to move, or less friction where they move far easier over one another. Well, today we're going to move away from contact forces where things have to be in contact, and we're going to look at the magical world of non-contact forces.
Are these like the socially distanced?
Exactly. These are the kinds of forces we need at the moment. Forces that don't involve any in contact of any form. Now, believe it or not, you have forces, hopefully, inside your very home that involve non-contact. And I was really struggling to think how we could get the children to investigate this one. Until I thought, I reckon at least all of the children should have at least one of these objects at home on their fridge.
Yes, I've got quite a few on my fridge.
Ah, brilliant. So hopefully, do you know what we're talking about? They are magnets. Now, magnets generate a magnetic force. And I want you today to investigate that non-contact magnetic force. Now, I'm sure you can already imagine why it's called a non-contact force. It's because a magnet can interact with things without even touching them. Now you might say, but my magnet touches the fridge. And you're right, it does touch the fridge when it's on there. But it already is attracted to the fridge before it touches it. That is what holds it in place. Now I've used a very, very, very important word today called attracted. Now today, there are two words that I would like you to investigate. And they are the words attract and repel.
That's attract and repel, in case his accent's foxing you a little bit there.
I don't understand what he just said. Okay, so go and get your fridge magnets, or if you have any other magnets, go and get those. And I want you to try and hold them near one another. If you have two, this is perfect. And see how they interact. Now you're going to have to think, are they attracting or repelling? If you don't know what those words mean, then my good friend, the professor, taught you how to use a dictionary, so maybe you could go and find out for yourself. And you're going to go around the home and investigate how the magnets interact with different materials. And at the end, I want you to write a definition all about what attract and repel means with what you have seen with your observation skills. Now, finally, the reasons magnets do attract and repel is because there's not just one part of a magnet. Technically, a magnet is split into two separate pieces that we call north and south.
North and south.
Now, this does link to geography, and my good friend Captain Babbage IV knows all about this. It does link a lot with geography, because believe it or not, the Earth is actually one giant magnet, okay? And geographers use small magnets, and they interact them with the world being a large magnet, in order to get the direction of north or south. And this is all to do with attraction and repelling.
I'm thinking about our planet, and I'm thinking, you say north and south. Well, the most north part of our planet is surely the North Pole, and then the most south part of our planet must be the South Pole. Has that got to do with it?
That has got everything to do with it. You see, magnets, when we talk about the north and south, it's all about how they are attracted to one another or how they repel one another. And that's what you're going to figure out today. Which ones? Is it north and north that attract one another, or is it north and south that attract one another? And that is part of the investigation. There is a big, 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 exciting challenge where if you don't have a compass, not one you draw circles with, but a direction compass at home, how you could make one with nothing but a piece of string and a needle, and how you can turn that needle into a small magnet that will interact with the world magnet to point north or south. Now that is your challenge for today. I hope you've got some magnets at home, and I hope you feel the attraction of this lesson.
Thank you, Dr. Vit and Babby.
My pleasure.
So, you've got your task. You can send us some pictures of the task or some videos of you doing the activity or your completed compass, homemade compass, we'd love to see them. For now, from me and from him,
Auf Wiedersehen.
goodbye.